What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we have more babies. So it's the best time of year. It's my favorite time of year. Baby season for sure is my favorite time. Spencer's too, I think.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Anyways, you guys, our first clutch of northerns have all shed. And there are some real good looking ones in here. So I haven't really gone through the whole clutch super closely yet, but they all just finished shedding sometime last night. And this was our high white clutch. So we do have a wait list for these, but if you're interested, you should probably still let us know. So give us a shout. And anyways, I don't know. There's a couple in here. I don't even know if I could find the one I was just looking at. I was like, oh, that one's really nice. This one is actually kind of nice. I like how even the saddles are on this one. They're like kind of circular. I like that look. It's appealing to me. This broken like kind of saddling up here too. That's kind of cool. I don't know. There's some that have like a really white head in here too. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's kind of like a basic clutch in terms of like they're all just northerns, right? But I mean, there's definitely some nice ones. So anyway, I'm excited. They look good. Happy to hatch more of these.
They get their white as they grow, right?
Yeah, I know that these probably don't look very black and white right now, but they will definitely develop better coloration as they grow. So they'll get whiter and then blacker and prettier and all the above. So anyways, there should be some really nice ones in this clutch as they mature anyway. So yeah, pretty stoked about that. So anyways, I think there's like, how many was there? 15? 16? Oh, something like that. I don't know. There's a lot of heads in there. So anyways, we're going to get these guys separated out today in just a few minutes. But we have some other cool pine stuff to show you guys. So let me go put these away so we're not chasing them. And then I'll show you what happened yesterday. Okay, yesterday. we weren't filming yesterday. But turns out we should have been filming yesterday. And so we came down yesterday and there was 2 clutches that we sliced. I think there was 2 clutches. There was another bull snake clutch, I guess. And then there was a northern pine clutch. This one. And this was a clutch from our albino northern pine, a female. And we bred her with just a northern pine male, non-albino, non-het albino. Just because we wanted to just, do a little bit of an outcross because they're totally unrelated from different people. And she was big enough to produce, and my albino male was not big enough yet. He's still growing up. He'll probably be big enough next year. But anyway, and so we just wanted to produce some nice het albinos, and that was the goal. And jokingly, we like pull it out, and then all of a sudden I'm like, Spencer, what if there's an albino? Surprise! So all the heads that were out when we started slicing were all normal heads. So we were like, okay. And then I come to just like one of these other eggs, and I was like, all right, yeah, okay, everything's normal. Fingers crossed, secretly. Spencer's like over there, not even paying attention. And all of a sudden I'm just like, snip, snip, snip. And I was like, Spencer. Anyways, so it turns out my male is het albino and I had no idea. And so I got stupid lucky again. We'll just put it like that. And I ended up producing my first albino northern pines, which is really cool. So I haven't even looked at them yet. But there's 2 in this clutch, and then, I don't know, 6 or so normals. So, obviously, this is one of the albinos. Oh my goodness, it looks so good. And we used, like, our high white male, to do this breeding. And so, I'm actually really curious to see, like, how these albinos turn out. And that one already, look how chonky this thing is. That thing is huge. Even this one, I mean, look at that baby. That thing's massive. Yeah, wow. They're a lot bigger than that last clutch we were just looking at. These eggs were like twice the size of those eggs. But anyway, so here's one of the albinos, and I think this was the other one. Yeah, that's the other albino. So we got 2 albinos, which I'm super stoked about. The rest of these are het albino because Mom was a visual. So the rest of these are all definitely het albinos, but we did get 2 visual albinos, which is really cool. And I don't know if the albinos will be available yet or not. Spencer's giving me the look a little bit, but well, this one's a boy. So this one's a boy. I kind of want the other one to be a girl, so we'll see. The great thing is just that these are like unrelated. And so the other ones that I do have, the other albino male I got, he would probably be from the same breeding as the female I have, just obviously not the same clutch. Does that make sense? So same parents, but different years. So not clutch mates. So while they're not like directly related, you could say they're still somewhat like they have the same genetics and everything. So these ones would be great because this male, like I said, my female came from Jay and then my male came from Joe. So totally different people. And anyways, so I'm really excited. I think this albino came out just like awesome looking. So can't wait for that one to crawl out. I don't remember which one I liked more in the egg. I actually think it might have been this one, but anyways. Super excited about that. Once again, struck gold. So there you go. So anyways, pretty excited about that. Some of these hets will definitely be available though. So if you want to check these out, want to get on the list, I think there is a list for these.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah, I think there is a list. So let us know. And we can put you on the list and then see what we end up with. But yeah, like I said, great thing about these, like I said, they're unrelated. So it might be nice if you have a project going on with these and you want something that's also unrelated. New blood. Right there. So, lastly for our northerns today, we have another clutch to slice actually. So, is this our last northern clutch? I think this is our last northern. Because we have more pines, but this is the last northern clutch.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah. So, this clutch, so we have 2 tubs here. And as you can see, there's a couple heads, and then this one's struggling a little bit, actually a lot. We might just try and help this little guy really fast. Looking a little puffy because he got stuck. Okay, there you go. That's looser now for you. Don't know if this egg made it, but the rest of the eggs look really good. So this was from our... She's not really a red, not like some other red northerns out there, but she has a lot of pink blush coming through and everything like that. So we keep calling her the red one because she's the reddest one we have. And so anyway, we did try breeding her to another reddish male. So this clutch is more of like your red pines, not really like your high whites. Although there will probably be some influence from that in this clutch anyway. But I need my scissors. Oh, they're over here. All right, so, and I can already, like, kind of see some of the influence on some of these. Like, this one's, like, nose is kind of pinkish. At least I can tell that it's pinkish. So I don't know if the camera will pick that up a bunch. But anyway, I've never actually hatched out, like, these yet. This is my first year hatching out the reddish pinkish ones. And so I don't really know what to expect. I would expect them to kind of hatch out looking rather bleh. You know, and then mature and color up just like the whites do. And so that's what I expect. So we probably won't see anything like crazy in here. This is the female's first time producing. So this is a first time. And you never know, there could be a surprise. There shouldn't be. Although we said that yesterday, kind of. And you know how that went, so. Obviously, we already saw this guy, so we'll just open it up a little bit more. Yeah. And honestly, we'll just have to see what they look like when they all crawl out in terms of them being pinkish, reddish. I tell you, if there's a surprise in this clutch, I don't know what I'll do. But, all right.
Yeah, you can tell this guy has like red blushing on his sides.
Yeah, kind of just, a little bit on the belly there. Yeah. Cool. Cool. Okay, that was like the smallest little slice. Alright, there we go. Keep being like, what if there's an albino? There will not be an albino. There should not be an albino. Okay, yeah, alright, buddy. Boop. Just let me kind of squeeze in here. Put your head down a little so I can get through here. Just cut into this big one over here, too. Okay, yeah, it's just normal looking. Although, of course, there'll be nothing exciting since we're actually rolling the camera, right? It's a normal. And I don't really think we had much of a list for this specific breeding. And so these should still make some really beautiful babies. Oh, guys, look. This one seriously just sliced it. And it just bubbled out. It just barely did that. I didn't even touch this egg yet. So its little egg tooth is going to work in there. But we'll go ahead and help him out. Alright. So anyways, this clutch should still have some really good looking northerns in it, is my guess. So if you guys still want some nice looking northerns, this clutch should still have some really pretty babies. And so like pines, like all pines, I really say about the Jani that they're the ugly ducklings, but I really feel like all the pines can be like ugly ducklings, as in like they hatch and they're kind of like, all right, yeah, you're kind of neat looking, but really, like, once they mature some, they just kind of really color up. Yeah, I mean, everything just looks pretty normal. At least I'm thinking so. You know, we need a hatch. What if we hatched a striped one? Okay, come on, that would be out of the ordinary. Yeah, that would be wild. Wilder than an albino, that's for sure. Oh, that's pretty. That one's got some good saddling there. I like that. Okay, two more that are for sure good. I don't really know about this one. We've definitely got some mold on the backside here, but... Oops. I don't know about this one either. I'll just take a quick peek. Ooh, yeah, I don't know if you guys want to see that. You want to see that?
No.
Okay. It just looks like more of this, basically. It's like this milky kind of substance in there. So the egg went full term, but... And actually, you know what's funny is I turned these ones sideways. Means I didn't like those eggs. Typically when I do clutches, unless I'm trying to just jam them all in, usually in accordance with the tag and where the tag's facing, so this would have been straight on, right? I put the eggs in vertical, I guess. The ones that I like, and then ones that I don't like, if I just want to give them a chance, I'll put in horizontal so that they're just situated differently so that I know the difference. And so anyways, that one must have been one that I didn't actually like when I first candled them, and neither was this one. So as you can see, the egg technically made it full term, but I don't think there's anything good in there. See how that juiced out like that? That's usually almost always going to give you like that's a good egg. Healthy baby. That's the idea there, so. And yeah, everything looks really good in that egg, so. Alright, yeah, see, this doesn't look right. I'll do some further investigating just to be sure, but seeing now that one didn't juice at all. Yeah, this one has a lot of mold on it. I'll just do a little quick peek. Oh yeah, see, more of the milky substance in there. Yeah, it's gross. Sometimes it actually really grosses me out. Most things don't gross me out super easily, but occasionally, I don't know. Sometimes that stuff can get to me just a little bit. But, anyway, so what do we get? So 7, so 11. So 11 good. Oh, you know what? That's funny. Yeah, that's actually what I wrote on the tag. I said 11 good babies. 11 good eggs. But there's 13 eggs here because these two I didn't actually like. So all 11 that I thought were good did make it. They look great. The other two, I was right the first time. I should have just tossed them instead of letting them sit there all of incubation, but that's okay. Anyways, that's awesome. I'm really excited to see how these turn out. We'll probably do an update on these guys later, maybe when they crawl out, just since it's a red one and we haven't really done the reddish ones before. So anyways, that's really cool. So as you can see, we got a lot going on with the northerns. We will have more cool northern stuff within, the coming years. But how exciting was that to produce an albino this year? I wasn't expecting that. So I'm really stoked about that. And all the other northern clutches all look great. So excited with what we've got. And since this is one of my favorites, it was a really good day yesterday to produce an albino. Super excited. So anyways, well, That's all for today. Thanks for watching, you guys. Make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.